Hola, 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 hola. How's it? So today I'll be checking out this project I did, which was a bit inspired by house victims, especially drums. But it sounds I had to own the sounds and stuff. So drums is on a shame, the bass. I was sure like to pick that up from producers we've been looking up to. So Lena, it's a vocal remix which I recently completed. Freely fall, but I won't be playing la vocal and those. I just want to focus on the house victims inspiration. So let me start at the beginning. I have this thing up on the percussion. Effects is at the bottom there. So the type of sound was actually when I first heard house victims. I think it was 2016 for me. 2016, yeah, 2015. I'm not sure. But type of sound they were doing back then was more of a deep tech, le jumping at a higher tempo. Maybe around 122, 123, and this sound was too unique at the time, and it made a lot of bangers. And I really enjoyed it. But when I did this track, I was like thinking, but okay, sure, this might work up a Kuleni track, considering the destination what I'm trying to achieve towards Lenny track. So I was like, okay, let me go for it. Le beat na Lenny rhythm, especially la bass. So I have my shaker up. So in a la rhythm, but from up again we can definitely feel by in Ireland house victims if you get to hear that sound. If I were to like, when it comes to his sounds track, I add assassins and the other sounds which were very like house victimish. Then it would be definitely a house victim type of track, but the sounds were like all me, as I've said before. So one thing these guys used to do a lot, which I also noticed, arrangement. Yeah, bubatando bana la. I want to play this part. Like la type here drop whereby they'll hit you with a kick your spin in a clap and a shaker all at the same time, which is something that I barely ever do. But when I did it, great track, it worked so well. I did it nakwenye. I think there's this other song I also did it kuyo, which is a similar rhythm, and everything worked out very well. So I was like, okay, sure. Yes, like to introduce the drums as needs at the same time, especially right after intro yako. So let's continue up. Okay, let me just show you. This bass is Zulanduga because I know some people will want to know the basic sign. Good bass. This is Nexus. As you guys know, I've been using Nexus quite a lot these days. It's one of my favorites, and I recently got to expand now and I like Ilanduka, but I'm still getting around, Yona. It has some dope sounds, but this is still doing it for me. So we'll check out Easy Drums. I have that. This is actually a snare, but layer works very well because I did tutorial about layering claps. We have that too, and then we have this thing which I used it as somewhat of a ghost. So I think those 3 layers like did the job getting cool now. Yeah, and another thing which is quite important is this thing here. Like choosing a shaker is very much important, guys. You can see up and Kete shaker, which is like very sharp and edge, if I could put it that way. Then I made sure now we mix, I pump it up because it will carry out everything on the track. Because in Aland bar, it's just not the same without the shaker. It's just not the same. So I really wasn't lazy up or good shaker, but this track is very simple. As you can see, there's not much happening up. This is all because the vocal sham like was kind of like driving the whole thing, not that much. So after this first part, which was somewhat of a pre-chorus and a verse, I have I think you change the progression your bass. Yeah, it's that simple. Mainly because we're coming from Lena to la change in progression. I don't want to touch on his sounds as of yet. And then after that I have in shakers with shakers. And another shaker. You can see it's just plenty of shakers and then left right to top this off. This one is just layered with a kick at this point. So yeah, that's it when it comes to drums. You can see that there's not much of a drums. As I always say, less drums are easier to mix, guys. You don't have to like use a lot of drums because everything will mess up your mix. So try to keep your drums simple, like so that everything will be quite clear to hear, and yeah, good to go. So let's check out his sounds again very quickly. So we starting a pad. So this pad is PT Belize Nexus, and I think it's just the only pad. Nothing much happening in the track, but the track it's too dope. So we have the progression. Even Alapa, same pad. With that pad, and then once I change camera progression, we move on to this one. Okay, that sounds very, very dope for me. Sounds very good. That's too much, and then I have like my simple lead up. Simple stuff up on Dlalenga cut off. At this point you can hear it. So I just chose la sound simple. Now with all those together, I don't think it's something too difficult to get. Yabo, like younger in the soft and mellow, like but in a taking yana vibe, and it's a bit groovy just because of as drums. So as a house Victimz, yabo. So again, at a later stage, I just introduce this thing, but Gayona is slowly automated, as you can see. Ish, and you know how I name as channel Rex, so that I remember the type of sound. Then I have these dope chords. I like intro to Kui. Okay, it's the second pad which I introduced. Kui second part of Ilandu Gendoyakon Hikosbin, which is fire, I may say. Damn, and I pet is been Kalela Shem. Let's see here. It starts simple and then it just keeps growing. Yeah. So the pet shame I color like with everything else, clear part, and figure like clash about color nale hook has been. I don't feel like losing you. Still wonder, should I fight for you or try facing life without? Is it you? Damn, as a vocals, it's dope vocal takes. And then secondly we have like a second melody. I prefer name it the first melody because I just treated it as elite. So play melody I was just building up, quick bridge, simple stuff. I always say simple stuff, but these things are not that simple, guys. Especially how I do it, like I make it very simple, I know, but probably you have hard times doing it. So this melody I just wanted it to bridge. So but small nyana build up, I don't rush. And then benale tidings as chords is but the Lenny chord it's like at the first 16 bars. Fourth was fine song because in Kalangale then Lena USB I have the part Lena to transition to the next one. Now Lena again. Where's the proof? Because I remember I have la A sharp. Then is Asas. Okay, morphine funafuna ndimthenge anyiwe namali. Then ke ngoku thirdly we still operate 40 shama variations we call then benale my favorite. Asas. Yeah, so apha nale neza smallanyana things just to move through. Ke ngoku with everything up. Amvala A sharp. Yo. Okay, guys, I think okay, maybe I'm way off game, but I want us to talk about the party's vocals. I wanna have because vocals I muted is trip because Benfuna just is what because upper see harmony responses. Because if you listen to this girl, you're like, you should. Because the purpose will be corner and the peasants. It's a pity that I can't sing. Otherwise, one way. Yeah, if I says hands, then we call it. Feet high up, and then you can see that the vocal takes are different, but can be kuna lane you hook A. I just want to play hook A, like this is like the main thing you think. Man, funny vocal what you can learn. Damn it.
You I should give my love to.
Also, save a foot, okay?
You I should give my love to.
So zona zizo ndizimutile up the funanje is just because I was simply blending in as a chords yonke into yahlangana khona. If bezikhona we can hear vocal Glendau has opened up a bit and leka up in the middle just because of these tools were mixed in the middle. So this acted like equal background only. But then after again Oku is bars is Bala just brought everything back for Lena e chord which is a bit more complicated. Yeah, I wanted that for everything else. That's why again when we say where's this thing? Bass corner. Also. Inshallah. Okay, guys, 20 minutes. This project is done. See you on another one. But for today,